Global warming going green. I don't know what all this means, but it seems to be saying, wake up, America. We're all in this together. It's our home, so let's take care of it.
Yeah, that's the message for those who are really into green and those of us who are trying to be, right? Cindy Dole here, Home Wizards. Polly Osborne is one of those really into it as a LEED certified green architect who is helping home by home, business by business be more sustainable, more efficient, and more beautiful too, right?
It has to be more beautiful. Otherwise, there's no reason to redo it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go by the numbers and make everything beautifully green, but since we still are in the beginning of understanding green, I think as architects and emissaries for this important movement, we need to make it beautiful so that people will be attracted to it.
Mm-hmm. Green roofs, talk about beautiful. We're seeing this in cities and in terms of city buildings. Municipalities, big corporations, and then apartments and homes. So if we wanted to use the whole idea of having a green roof with all these beautiful plants and things on our roof, I mean, how do we do that?
Well, the first thing is you need to know a structural engineer, because if you're using a growing medium, then it's going to have some weight to it.
Uh-huh.
So that's an important thing people should know right off. I've seen a few people dive in with the green roof without thinking about that and having some surprising moments in the middle of their house as their ceiling starts to sag. So, but green roofs are incredibly beautiful, and they help with air conditioning because they'll keep your house at a more even temperature. They're good for purifying water. If you were thinking about a rain catchment system, if the rain is falling on a green roof, going through the roof and then down the gutter into a can, then that water is going to be a lot cleaner than if it just ran off some asphalt shingles. And also, of course, it is gorgeous, and there's some wonderful things going on now with native plants on the green roofs, and so you can actually bring back habitat that way. Rana Creek up in Carmel Valley is actually researches what species are failing and doing green roofs that have plants specifically for those species to
Isn't
bring them
that
back.
great? We can learn more about this on your website, or is there another site that you like for green roofs?
For green roofs, you can see examples of some green roofs in my architecture, but
good.
you can also go to ranacreek.com and see some of their work. They did the Academy of Sciences in San Francisco. It's quite a spectacular one.
Yeah. All right. And your website, want to repeat, is osbornearchitects.com. And you're doing something great in Africa right now.
Yes. Now, that's totally a segue from working on our own homes.
But quickly, we just have a minute, quickly, because
Okay.
it's a neat story.
Well, we are building a village for children orphaned by AIDS. It's going to be completely a sustainable village, and we're working with a wonderful NGO in Africa to do that. African Millennium Foundation here in Los Angeles is sponsoring it, and they're actually having a fundraiser next weekend. If you go to 1amf.org, you can find out about that, or ahomeforus.org is another website that
Excellent.
tells about it.
Polly, it's been a pleasure, and will you come back sometime? Yeah?
Oh, I would love to.
Okay.
Thank
well,
you.
Coming up next, right after the show, Leo, the film freak, will be in the house to get you fully entertained. But next Saturday, I hope that you will join me and actually physically come to Pasadena, because it is so much fun to see a radio show in action. And I want you to come and say hi, and I want to meet you, and I want you to meet my friend who's going to be joining me as a guest, Eric Stromer. He's the guy you've seen on HGTV and TLC. And the best part about it, he's just a nice guy, and he really knows his stuff. He's a veteran contractor, and we're going to be able to take your questions. Maybe you have some kind of a how do you repair issue, or you have some remodeling things you want to do really quickly before the holidays. That's all going to be coming up next Saturday. It's at the Taste of South Lake in Pasadena, and you can find us and all the information. Just go to upcoming shows on cindydole.com, and Melinda Lee will be there from 10 to 1, and then me. Oh my God, so much fun. So that's next Saturday. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Remember to go back and listen to the shows at cindydole.com. Have a fun time, and until next time, remember the key is under the mat. Bye-bye.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.